Alright, what is up you guys? I am here with another WWE DVD rant. I got my ranting fuel, and I'm ready to go. So, one of my all-time favorite wrestling DVDs ever. WWE Greatest Rivalries. Shawn Michaels versus Bret Hart. Like I said, this to me is, I think on my list, I rated this number 2 of all time. Like, this is one of the greatest DVDs they have ever produced. If not, you know, if you want to say the greatest, that's fine. I won't argue that. So, you have a great sit-down interview with Jim Ross as kind of your moderator. You have Shawn Michaels, you have Bret on both sides. You know, they're just kind of going at it. Not going at it, but they're shooting. Like, they're shooting. You know, there's some subtle shots along the way. And, like I said, one of my favorite DVDs. You have Disc 1, which is the main portion. And then Disc 2 and 3, you have all these matches between the Hart Foundation and the Rockers. And then, of course, Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, you know, together. You know, their rivalry and all that. And you also have their Hall of Fame ceremonies. You have when Bret Hart returned in 2010. And, yeah, so the last match on here is Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 12, March 31st, 1996, which is only a month and a half, well, 2 months after I was born. So, what's the problem with that? 1996. That's not the end of their rivalry. No. The end of their rivalry, technically, or the climax, I guess you could say, the reason this DVD exists is Survivor Series 97, the Montreal Screwjob. So, you want to tell me Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, their rivalry DVD. You want to tell me that it does not include the Montreal Screwjob in its entirety? But I'll tell you what, here's the real kicker. The Blu-ray has it. The Blu-ray has it. WWE Blu-ray exclusive. Bret Hart vs. Shawn Michaels, Survivor Series 1997. Here's the thing. This DVD has a 9-hour runtime. So I get that they didn't want to quite put all that content on 3 discs. But here's the thing. A DVD, to keep its quality, can hold 3 to 4 hours. A lot of this is not, you know, 480p footage. It's lower. So technically, you could have fit more on the first and second disc. Well, no, sorry. You could have fit more on the second disc, because obviously it's older footage. So it compresses. So they could have put the match on here. You want to hear my theory? They wanted you to buy the Blu-ray. That's why. People who opened that and saw that there's no Montreal Screwjob, they're like, oh, what the hell? Why is the Montreal Screwjob not on here? This is incomplete. The Blu-ray has it. Guess what those people did? Including me. They bought the fucking Blu-ray. So, it worked. It worked, guys. And no, this isn't just because I'm the hardcore collector here. I don't always double dip on my DVDs. For those of you who don't know what double dipping is, it's when you buy a DVD and a Blu-ray of the same title. Well, I did it with that. So, if you want the complete story, the complete rivalry, you gotta get the Blu-ray, guys. That's an extra $24.99 back then. And it's just like, here's the funniest part of all of this. The runtime down there, if you can see it, it still says 9 hours. Not 9.5. Because that match is, what, like 33 minutes? 30 to 35 minutes, somewhere around there. So is this a lie? That this one, which one's telling the truth? Because this one has a Blu-ray exclusive, and this one doesn't. But they're the same runtime. So which one's lying? One of them's lying. Am I just thinking about this too much? Probably. But why is one not longer than the other? Why is the Blu-ray not 9.5 hours? Are they that lazy? They can't put 9.5? They've done it in the past. And this is before they started to get lazy. Actually, no, it's not. They didn't have the insert. Okay, this is when they were beginning to become lazy. This was released in 2011. So, like, this has all the content that the DVD does, but it's still 9 hours. I literally just noticed that. Oh my god. It's just baffling. Like, it's just baffling. I don't know. Like, you want the complete story of the Montreal Screwjob and that whole rivalry of Bret and Shawn leading up to that, but you don't actually include the Montreal Screwjob. I get it's in a lot of the footage. It's talked about during the documentary portion. But don't you want it in its raw form? No pun intended. I just don't... I don't get it. And, like, why are the runtimes the same if there's a Blu-ray exclusive? Like, why? That doesn't make sense? This is why I drink. I don't know, guys. And this is one of my favorite DVDs of all time. I can't do it. I'm done. End of video. I'm thinking about it too much. I can't do it. I can't do it. They shouldn't both be 9 hours. They really shouldn't.